Welcome to Shomach Shov and Nadav. We're holding in Zevachim, Daf Kuf Tezvov. The Gemara with base speaks about Nadav Avihu, and the Gemara says that Moshe Rabbeinu is Menachem Or Hachayim, and he says the pasuk says V'nigdash b'chvoidi, al tiyeh b'chvoidi el b'mechubodai. Says Moshe Rabbeinu, I did not know who will be the one that Baruch Hu mekadesh himself until Nadav Avihu died. Now I know who they are. And he tells Aaron, the only reason that died is Kiddush Hashem. Aaron realized that they are known, that Nadav Avihu, they're the biggest tzaddikim, and that's why he was silent. Now this Gemara answers a big tema that I have for many years. Chazal tell us, the Gemara tells us, a few reasons why Nadav Avihu died. Different days of Chazal. Is it because there was shtui yain? Or because they b'fnei Rabbah, they give a psak halacha in front of Moshe Rabbeinu, or they didn't get married, or that they brought a zar l'fnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Many different reasons. Pelotz of the Or Hachayim in beginning of Parshas Achri says a different reason. He says the reason the Nadav Avihu perished, why they died, is when they saw the Ashras HaShechina, when the Mishkan was built, they were so inspired, they were so elevated, they had no interest in staying in this world. They wanted to get close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They wanted to leave this world. And that's why they died that day. And the Or Hachayim adds, he says, anybody who experienced this unbelievable revelation of spirituality knows exactly what I mean. The Or Hachayim seems to speak about himself. If you really enjoy and have the sense of something that's so spiritual, you have no interest in kol ta'anuga zoylam hazeh. Now the Tema Gedoyla on the Or Hachayim is, that's not what it says in Chazal. Chazal give us different reasons. What's the source of the Or Hachayim that we're talking about here, the closest to HaKadosh Baruch Hu? Maybe one could suggest that the source is from this Gemara over here in Zevachim Daf Kuf Tezvov. The Gemara is telling us that Nadav Avihu died because they were mechubodai. They were the closest to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu was magdish himself by punishing the ones that are close to him, and he told Moshe Rabbeinu at the beginning, there will be Kiddush Hashem that will have to happen by me taking the biggest tzaddikim. So meaning, the main purpose why Nadav Avihu died that day was not because the punishment on their sin, but because they came to do Kiddush Hashem. As the Gemara tells us, the Or Hachayim says that they are Yidduei Mokrim. So what about all the reasons the Chazal tell us? So this, we always bring the Medrash in Tanchuma, Parshas Vayeshev, what's called Noira Alila Bnei Adam. Sometimes HaKadosh Baruch Hu needs to do something greater, bigger, and you need to find a reason, some midas hadin, why this will happen. One of the examples the Medrash brings is Moshe Rabbeinu did not go into Eretz Yisrael. HaKadosh Baruch Hu already told him in the beginning of the process, Atah Tira, you're going to see only now the power you won't see going into Eretz Yisrael. But then it says the reason Moshe Rabbeinu did not go into Eretz Yisrael is because Ched Mei Merivo. So what is it? Ched Mei Merivo? It was written in Nigzar before. So Chazal tell us, Ba'alila Basa Aleinu. Sometimes HaKadosh Baruch Hu has a greater reason why something has to happen, and you need to find, so to speak, something to hang his hat on. Kiviyachol to say, Al pi midas hadin, this is why you're punished. This is the letter of the law. But there's something much deeper why it's happening. And after the same thing applies over here. Nadav Avihu, it was supposed to be based on the letter of the law. Why did they die? So you have reasons. It's not so clear. Different reasons Chazal give us. But the main reason was because it had to be Kiddush Hashem. Nigdash b'chvoidi, b'mechubodai. There should be Kiddush Hashem when the Mishkan is built. And it has to be done specifically the ones that are closest to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So after the Or Hachayim comes and adds down another Knech. He says that it was something that was almost not forced upon them. It was something that they chose to do. Kadosh Baruch Hu gave them that option. When they came to the Mishkan, they saw the Kiddush. Kadosh Baruch Hu says, will you come? And you'll be the one that are doing Kiddush Hashem. And they saw that glory and beauty of what's happening up there in Shamayim. And the real spiritual hana that you could have. They had no interest in being here. So they agreed to go up and to be Mekadesh of Shamayim. Maybe that's a mahalach to explain where the Or Hachayim's source is. Anyone who wants to join and sponsor the Shomach Shava Shiurim, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.